What's up, Digidestins? Did you hear the bell? That means it's another day in the Market Watch. I'm excited to say that we have plans for this Market Watch. We have plenty of talks about cards going up, cards going down, maybe some things to flip, maybe not. But without further ado, let's dive in the video and talk about it. So first card we're going to talk about is none other than Quantumon. English exclusive, which is not an English exclusive. I don't know why TCG player is pushing that, but it succeeds Apocalypse from BT15. So looking like people are buying it in 13s and stuff like that, getting ready for the green only tournaments this weekend. You better be prepared, and this is one of the cards you should be on your radar for. Quantumon is a huge inclusion into some lists, and it can lead to being very, very annoying to deal with. Europe side looking like 18 euros paired to our 13s, 1820s. Oof, you guys are a little bit pricier than us, but no surprise there. Gargomon from BT15 starting to show some, still going on cool off mode, but selling in the 14s very consistently. There's been plenty of sales as of yesterday, like a huge amount of movement and push. People are finally starting to get ready for the restriction list coming in, and that means they're going to be playing this deck even if it's not at full power. That slap on the wrist wasn't enough to actually shut this deck down. Europe side looking like 19s, 20 euros, a little bit pricier than us by at least $5. So, and they're showing some upwards trend as well. X Antibody Protoform, Animal Coliseum, EX05, $13 and climbing. People are willing to pay 14s, 13s, and stuff like that. So if you have this, probably list it. As you can see that we have the 13s, maybe list it at 14, not bad. But giving a small friendly reminder here that officially this month they are going, once March hits, I think, or even just today, they're going to be bumping up the shipping costs to being $1.25. So understand that that is a now cost you're going to be having to soak up into your card prices, and just a friendly reminder there. So we're looking at 13s. Europe side looking like 17s to 20s. So yeah, it's jumping up. Lowest is 17 basically, and then it boom jumps up to 20s, 24s, and goes to buyout status basically once it hits 28. Oof. I'm not too surprised here. X Antibody Proform is actually a lot of potential. Mamon Resurgent Booster RBO1. The hype from the regionals actually affected this. Well, regionals and Ulti Cup, I think there was at least one of them had a Numamon list that reached the top 8, if I remember correctly. So yeah, this is what happens, and especially on a hard pull like this is really annoying. I expect this to actually be in an event pack coming up soon. I think event pack, what would it be, 7? I think they might sneak in a Mamon there, but who knows. But 22s, 24s, and the fact that even if you bought a case, you're not even guaranteed 6 Mamon, and that's the problem. I mean, if it was more consistent and you got 1 Mamon every box you bought, yeah, this card would hold a better, decent value and wouldn't be up to $22. But this is just a side effect of short printing and the, poor box openings and stuff like that. If there was more box openings, which people are willing to buy them at a ridiculously cheap price now, and that might help out. Europe side looking like 16 to 20 euros. Yeah, same side effect. Ukomon's just been holding strong in the $4 range on the low end, but yeah, people are willing to pay close to $5 a pop for this thing. Good luck on your box. If you have the demo deck, it's at this point what you would probably do if your store still has the demo decks and they have boxes of BT14. You buy a box of BT14, get your 2 Ukomons, and you're going to be pretty solid there. I think that's a smart move because then you get the VMons as well, and BT14 is not terrible in value. So yeah. Europe side looking like 5 euros to 8 euros. So they're a little more pricier than us, but they're showing some upward trends as well. We're not showing any upward in sale. We're kind of holding strong in the 5s, but you know what? This is what happens. And $20 Ukus. Kawagomon, we're up to $33 and selling. This is another Raremon incident. So one of the things is, yeah, this card was dirt cheap. Should have bought it when it was like 5s and stuff like that. This thing being at 30s and people willing to pay it because they think Tyrant, but also Green Cup only is affecting this too. I think, to be honest with you, straightforwards, this card isn't as needed as people are thinking, but that's just me. Europe side looking like 40 euros, 50 euros. Oh, God. I hope this ends up being in an event pack as well, hopefully. We got Gion, Digimon Royal Knights card set, promotional card, $13.80 going up. People are buying this at a consistent rate, actually. In the last couple days, hype has pushed this thing to be bought a few times. No reason other than I know of. The Gargomon's not really doing much. This could be related to BT16 revealing more and more of the deck with the new Digicross deck that's in EX6 that is actually decided to play the Gargomon line as its way of draw advantage and getting and removal package. So that is a possibility what they're doing here. So I think this might be effect of that. Europe side looking like 4 euros to 7 euros, a lot cheaper, but it's showing some upward trend as well. Mamon Dimensional Phase BT11, a little bump here. This card is one of the cards that if you have this in your bulk, you know, sell it, flip it. People are willing to pay for it. This is seeing some possible movement because of Diaboro or Diaboromon. People are taking this in as an option because you want to get your erratas as fast as possible. And Mamon can help dig enough that could play a errata for free. So that's kind of the big thing, and being able to manipulate the rest on the top or bottom of your deck is huge, and that's good information. So, and then when you play another Digimon, by effect, one of your Digimon gains blocker until the end of opponent's turn. So since you're going to be comboing off anyway, and your Diaboromon's going to produce a token, that's going to help you out because you played a Digimon by effect, you get all variety. Europe side looking like 2 euros, 3 euros. Crazy. Good to flip now. Let's see what we got going. Calamon got some hype once the Guillemon that can just basically say play it for free is on board. Yeah, this is just a side effect of that. People bought like crazy once that card was revealed. There's no surprise here. If you guys have this, it's a good time to move it if you have no plans on playing Guillemon, you know, Terrier, Renamon, or Entmon. This isn't a side effect of the Terriermon advanced deck. This is just a side effect of the Guillemon support that wants to play the Calamon. I can possibly see that we get a Terrier and Renamon in the set as well. That could combo nicely with Calamon, but that is probably a long shot, but we'll see. We got Europe side looking like 10s to 11s, which isn't terrible. We're good to see it go down. Commandramon Blast Ace BT14, we're at $6 going down, which is good. People are paying, though, close to 8s very consistently in the last couple days. Yeah, there's been some decent movements. I mean, Commandramon's a good deck. It's the DigiPolice deck is pretty solid, I'm not going to lie. Then we do have on the Europe side looking like 6 euros to 7 euros. Not bad. Then Angewomon Ace Special Rare exceeds the Crest Edition. So this thing sold for like 2 days ago for $280. So people are willing to pay these high prices. So if you crack one of these open, flip it, maybe list it like $260, and it probably see some movement. I don't see it seeing as crazy movement in 300, but yeah, like 250, 230s, like there, I think is pretty solid where you're going to expect it. Then Europe side, nobody's buying on the 250 range to 400 range. No surprise. Morphon Promo, 3rd anniversary. This was a ticking time bomb, and I warned you guys from the beginning that all it took was reveals and this thing was going to disappear. So we're at 15s and then disappears to 20s very quick. Hello? Okay. That was not on my bingo card today, but $230 is the cap on English market right now. I'm sorry, but no, and no. Europe side looking like 15s to 25s. Yeah, this thing disappeared once the Morphomon support showed off, and it has the same inheritable. That means there's now 2 consistent Morphomons that you want to use. That's really good, actually. Machine Jamont Alternate Art Classic Collection just shooting up again. We're at $40 a pop. Oof. You know what? Mid-rarity does affect this. So 240s can disappear real quick, and then it becomes like a $50 to $60 card, and caps out 110. Yeesh. Let's see what's next. Europe side looking like 28s to 35s to 40s. Mugen hype is there. I think it has potential in the format. I don't know if it's going to be strong enough to answer everything in the format. Waro Seon exceeds Apocalypse BT pre-release cards. BT 15 promo. $12 and climbing. This card is just hype for you-know-who, Leviamon X. So, yeah, 12s to 14s. Do I see this thing coming down anytime soon? Not really. People are willing to pay in the 12s to 14s very consistently. Europe side looking like €5 to €10, and on buyout, crazy. Hoover SB Resurgent Booster, so $7 and climbing. That's crazy, and it's on buyout. Wow. So yeah, we're at 8s. Disappears on the 8s, goes to 10s. The 15 is the cap. Oof. Yeah, people are buying consistently Hoover SBs, and this is probably just Machine Jamont hype in generalization. So good luck. Europe side looking like €2 30 €2 25 €3 50 €4. Crazy, and a small climb up. Waro Mamon Exceed Apocalypse pre-release cards. This card is not showing much in the transitions, but there has been some sales in the 10s to 14s in the last couple days, and even in the fewer days than that, it was about $8 a pop when I was looking at it, but now it's back to 11s to 10s. So there is some low listings here, but I don't think there's enough to keep it stabilized at a cheaper price. So I think Waro Mamon is going to see a buyout sooner or later. Europe side looking like €3 to €4 to €5 to taps at 9. Not bad on your guys' end. Bloom Lord Cross Encounter BT10, $7 and a bump here. So yeah, Bloom Lord is really solid this format. I really don't see any issues. I've seen 2 case tournaments that Bloom Lord with like 26 to 36, like 26 players in both events, and Bloom Lord at least made top 4 twice. That shows the deck has some potential, especially once you take out the Apocalypse format. So yeah, I think it's a really smart investment in this format going forwards, and it's really solid. Do I think it's going to be good in the following format? No, but Europe side looking like €5 to €6. The bumps to 7 as well. So you guys are keeping consistent pace with us. Let's see. Ancient Greymon. Let's see where it's heading right now. We're seeing bots in 14s and 10s. People are listing them at 10s enough to keep the stock low-ish. You know, $10 a pop isn't terrible. Europe side looking like €8 to €10. Not bad. Just holding strong. Tiga's another card you should probably flip now. People have been buying it at a consistent rate, actually. You know, the last couple days, $25. This could just be green copium hype, and that's all it is. But it's not a bad pickup at all. Tiga. Europe side looking like €2 to €1. You know, if you guys have this, flip it on both sides of the market. Ukon Winter Pack Blast Ace on buyout. No surprise, insects are getting bought out left and right. 27 on the 27th. You know, $23 was paid. Oof. Yeah, there's not much listings. 23s, 20s, and 12s. Oof. Europe side looking like €2 to €3. Man, oh man, I would love these prices on our side. Let's see. Emperor Greymon alternate art climbing up as well, sitting at $26, goes to 30, and then boom, right into 70. So if you have this, offload it if you have no intention of playing max rarity red hybrid. Europe side looking like 18s to 25s as well, and bumps up to 60 as quickly. Not as many low listings, but this is kind of just gone. Let's take a look here. Doran Alterar Next Adventure BT07, $45 and bumped. Yeah, if you guys have been waiting patiently for this to go down, you missed your opportunity. Went into the 30s. It's now on the up climb, and I do not expect this to come down anytime soon. Your upside looking like 28, 30s. This could be a combination of between Mugen and then future support that comes out in BT16. But yeah, Mugen's probably doing some waves on this. We'll have to see. Let's see. Black Mega Gargomon alternate being booster EX04, $5 and climbing. $5 disappears and then boom boom comes into like 10 this really ridiculously quickly. Yeah, this is just because of the advanced deck and you want to combo it in. Europe side looking pretty cheap. We got 3 euros, 4 euros to 8 euros to 10s to 14s. Oof. Quick jumps on those. So let's take a look. Blue memory boost from the Digimon Adventure Box 02. Yeah, just sell them if you have them. People are willing to pay for it. They haven't been going crazily moving, but 23s, 21s. Yeah, if you have it, probably a good time to flip it. Europe side looking like 12 euros to 13s to 16s. Bergermon Prerelease Stamp is going up. If you have this, flip this. You know, people are willing to pay close to $7 to $8 on it. If you have this sitting in binder, flip it now. Europe side looking like 2 euros 50 cents, 3 euros, 4 euros. Oof. Diaboromon token from Tamer Good Set Diaboromon release special booster BTO 10-03. $13.24. So if you guys have been waiting to pick up tokens, this is probably your best shot is in the $13 range, to be honest with you. Europe side looking like 4 euros to 5 euros, 6 euros. Yeah, pick this up at the 6 euro mark. I really suggest that. That's not bad. Palmon Cross Encounters, sell it. If you guys have this in your bulk, it is close to a $2 card. This is the time to actually sell and make some profit off of this. List them, get your money's worth. Europe side looking like 2 cents, 10 cents. Yeah, we're at least 3 times the amount. Hina saw some movement in the last couple days, actually, surprisingly. Maybe this has no real reason to be going up, other than probably was too low, and we just saw somebody just go like, you know what, let's buy this because it's low end. This has a lot of potential, especially if we ever get a revamp of the, you know, Volcanicmon and Metallic Dramon cards, especially because these would be aces at the end of the day, and I think a revamp ace doing something similar with their effects would make Hina even more nastier. Europe side looking like 9 euros, 10 euros. Crazy. A little bit of a bump here. Numemon Blast Ace pre-release card, $14 and climbing. This card just does not want to be less than 12 at any given time. This card just sells consistently. Last time we saw it at 9 under 10 was 2.7. But yeah, Mamon support, and then Digipolice in itself. Europe side 1 euro, 2 euros. Congratulations, you guys got it cheaper. Cursorimon release booster BTO 1-3. Some slowdown, but people are buying this at a consistent rate because Diaboromon. There's always a few sales within a couple days. Stopped around basically for a few days and then picked back up afterwards, but no surprise here. Europe side looking like 3 cents, 50 cents. Yeah, dirt cheap. So that's all in all for the Market Watch, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you next one. Peace.